And we begin with Turkey, which has received the first parts of the S-400 missile defense system from Russia, defying repeated warnings from the US over possible sanctions. Turkey's planned purchase of the S-400 systems from Russia has put it at odds with the US, which had earlier offered to sell the rival Patriot missile system and F-35 jets to Turkey. After Turkey signed the deal with Russia over S-400, the US blocked Turkey from receiving key equipment related to F-35 fighter jets. The US and NATO are worried about the interoperability of defense systems of all of its allies. The US has always been clear that Turkey's acquisition of the S-400 is unacceptable. Should Turkey procure the S-400, their continued participation in the F-35 fighter jet program is at risk. The Turkey had ordered 30 F-35 stealth fighter jets and plans to buy over 100 in total. It has received 2 of them already. Turkey's pilots are training with them right now. Parts of the F-35 are made in Turkey, and the US is concerned about the S-400. It even imposed sanctions under CAATSA, or Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act, when China bought the S-400 systems. Our West Asia Bureau Chief Daniela Pagani is now joining us live for more on this big story that we're talking. Daniela, talk to us. Turkey is uninhibited by all the talk from America, and this, even as America's efforts to do something similar with India, hasn't gone anywhere.
The spat regarding the S-400 missile systems has been going on for a long time, and this actually is now the very moment when things are coming actually on the table. We will see what the United States and what the NATO allies will do, because at the end of the day, this is the violation of one of the basic rules of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It is not possible that one of the members, and sorry, not just one of the members, but the second largest member, Turkey, uses Russian technology, extremely advanced technology, perhaps the most advanced missile technology in the world, in order to defend itself while also being part of the NATO. Why so? That's because Turkey could use eventually the S-400 system to discover some of the features of the F-35, which is one of the most advanced jet fighters in the world. But Turkey has been adamant. The president of the country, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, has used the S-400 as a leverage of power against the United States. These all originated because the United States of America are supporting the Syrian Kurds in Syria, an organization which Turkey says it's not a legal organization and considers them a terrorist organization. So there is this dispute as of now. Also, Turkey is trying to diversify its arsenal as many other countries, and the S-400 is no doubt the most advanced missile system. There are also talks, as you mentioned, between India and Russia regarding the S-400.
Daniela Pagani joining us. But what do you think is going to be the reaction at this point? Because Trump is not going to stay silent even as Turkey goes ahead and continues with its purchase. Trump is right now busy with Iran. Trump is right now busy with North Korea. And in the meanwhile, an issue like this might just get overshadowed.
Absolutely, yes, and this is a very complicated issue because, as you mentioned, President Donald Trump is involved in quite a few very complicated fronts. The Iranian front, the North Korean front, and these are complicated and intricate fronts which have not come anywhere near to a political possible solution. So the United States has not won these disputes. Now, having the second largest member of the NATO alliance shifting a little bit towards Russia is a sort of a nightmare for President Donald Trump, who, by the way, does not necessarily believe in the importance of NATO. But remember that Turkey is one of the most important places for the US here in West Asia. There is one of the largest bases from which the United States and coalition airplanes have operated for the Syrian scenario and also the Iraqi scenario. So if the US make good of their promise, they will definitely halt the F-35 deliveries to Turkey, but these will ultimately jeopardize the balance within the NATO, because you will have one of the NATO members who will not allow to use one of the most advanced assets that the alliance has. So it's a very complicated front. We will need to see if Washington truly decides to go on with sanctions. If that happens, it might be an unprecedented problem within the NATO alliance.
If that happens, it will be an unprecedented problem within the NATO alliance. Is the word coming in from Daniela Pagani, our West Asia Bureau Chief. Daniela, thank you so much for taking time out to put that big story into perspective here on WION World as well.